Right, I just wanted to talk a little bit about this Leica Calonox View, fairly new, sent to me by the guys at Scots Country International, so thanks very much for that. Really, they wanted me to have a look at it from a user point of view. Now, I'm not a specialist thermal night vision man. I do no night shooting at all. Occasionally I might go out for fox, and that's it. I've used thermals a little bit for deer counting, deer spotting. Only dabbled, so I'm by no means an expert. I think this is what the guys wanted really from a practical point of view, somebody that's actually out stalking, managing deer, counting deer over restock sites, and whether or not something like this was useful for to me. Probably had it now, I don't know, a week, 10 days, something like that. What a fantastic piece of kit. What I've done in a very sort of simple way is filmed some footage while I was out the other morning, really just having a look across some land close to home in Ayrshire. They'd cut some barley and some wheat in a fairly big area, and I wanted to check and have a look, see what the deer situation was, but primarily look at foxes, because often you can get foxes just after they've cut the corn crops. So I've used it a little bit over a couple of nights there, quite warm nights. Conditions I suppose are not ideal for a thermal really, because you get a lot of false readings off warm, stones and rocks, and wood absorbs the heat, so you do get a lot of false readings. But really this thing's just on another level from anything else I've looked at. Across the fields you can easily identify rabbits, you can pick out hares, you've got deer, and actually I got a roe doe and a kid feeding, and then there's a smaller image just to the right of them which actually is a fox. You can make that out clearly. So one of the things I was really impressed is that for reasonably long ranges you're actually able to do pretty accurate quarry identification with one of these. Won't ever replace getting the binoculars out and letting the light come up as far as deer is concerned, but it did give me a real early indication of where animals were, and the fox was feeding right next to a doe. And then I went on to shoot a few more clips a bit later on with deer around the field, so I think you can actually just see how clear the clarity of this is. Absolutely incredible. The other thing that I need is something that's simple. I need to wear reading glasses. I can still see a deer at 1,000 meters without anything, but reading glasses I'm hopeless, so I need something that's fairly easy to operate if I'm going to use it. And you've basically got two control buttons, a menu button in the middle. It really simple piece of kit, and to record on it you just basically press and hold a button and away you go. And bear in mind, this is not a technical spec, technical description. This is actually just somebody using one that's not had one in his hands before and getting out with the field with it and seeing what sort of benefit, if any, there was to me. Very simple to use, super clarity, really good focus, simple menu. You can download it, it's a doddle, plug it into the computer. We've downloaded it onto an SD card. So I'm incredibly impressed with this. I know a few people have contacted me since they knew I got one and said what are my thoughts on it, and my thoughts genuinely are that this is proverbial dogs. This is good.